So anyway, we're up to session 20, which seems like a whole hell of a lot. But last time, you guys had, after taking a brief detour in Vallaki, you guys decided to check out the old abandoned wizard's tower at Lake Baratok. And you guys approached the lake and saw the tower was on an island, which is accessible through via an earthen bridge of sorts, basically a causeway between the shore and this island, which was pretty small, and really the only features on which was this abandoned tower, which was in pretty bad condition. You approached it, and next to the tower you found a Vistani wagon, which you left alone at the time. And the tower itself had a locked front door with a sigil on it, with all these stick figures arranged in various positions connected by lines. And Clytus cleverly deduced that by mimicking the different positions in order, he basically was able to open the door without triggering a really nasty lightning trap, which you found out later. But inside the tower, you found that the tower was enclosed in pretty much completely in a magic dead zone, so no spells or powers or anything would work within this. But there were some magical things going on in there. The first few levels were deserted, but there were these stone golems that would animate when you indicated that you wanted to rise to an upper level, and they would pull these chains that brought this big, large elevator up to the top level very slowly. And I know that Adrin had been kind of flitting from level to level using his shadow step, and found that the intervening levels between the top and bottom of the tower were very in very bad condition, not very sturdy to stand on. But once you got up to the top, you found that there had been the fourth floor had signs of recent occupation, including a chest with a Vistani's severed head in it. You didn't find too much else up there before you heard Esmeralda come riding up to the tower on a horse with a pack of werewolves hot on her trail. So that pretty much turned into a fight pretty quickly. You guys tried to make your way down, which was pretty complicated based on the fact that the whole tower was in a magic dead zone, and also later one of the werewolves triggered the electrical door trap, which meant that the whole tower was encased by lightning in a magic dead zone. But you guys managed to find your way down to the bottom level eventually, one after the other, and managed to dispatch the werewolves and prevent Esmeralda from being pretty much chewed to bits. So after the werewolves were taken care of, she disarmed the entrance to the wagon, which was hers, and shared some of her supplies with you, including a journal entry of one Rudolf van Richten, who is the fellow that she has been trying to locate. And that, I don't know if you had a chance to read through it, but it basically revealed how he became originally involved in hunting vampires, and also revealed a pretty fundamental enmity that he has with Vistani, which you actually do find kind of interesting, since Esmeralda herself is Vistani. But that's pretty much where we left off. She was banged up pretty badly and in need of some healing, and I can't remember if Dave or Clytus, if you had healed her at all.
Yeah, I healed her.
You did? Okay. So do you happen to recall?
And I believe Dave, well, I don't remember the exact, I thought I used 20, all, let's see, I'm now, what level am I now? 7. So I used all 35 points of my own, and I thought he healed her up to full.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense, because she's basically got a max of, I think, 70 something. So she needed quite a bit, and she was down to like 5 hit points, I think.
I think she dropped at one point.
Yeah, in fact, I think she dropped, and then someone either healed her.
I can't remember if it was me or Dave. We were both trying to get to her.
Yeah, you did like a healing word or something, and just gave her it was like single digits, so she was on her feet but not dying. But 82 actually is her max. So
okay.
So okay, we'll assume then that she has been properly healed up. We'll just pop her in the middle there. And actually, I don't know if you guys can see her. No, that's not what I was looking for. Yep, there you go. So now, since she's an ally, you guys probably want to know if she's about to die. Okay, so you heal her up, and she goes over, shows off some of the stuff from her wagon, and explains that I think I had briefly gone over this last time, but she actually had been in exploring Strahd's castle, Castle Ravenloft itself, and barely got out alive. And shortly after getting out of the castle, this pack of werewolves soon was on her trail, and she had stolen a horse actually from the Vistani camp outside of Valaki and rode right to here because this was her only real readout that she could hole up. And she actually wasn't sure if she would find you guys here or not, but is very glad that you were here since you were able to take care of these werewolves. But now she's thinking that this probably isn't the best place to remain for any length of time, considering all the lightning and thunder and everything. It pretty much announced that there had been a battle here to anyone, pretty much anyone in Barovia. It's not that big of an area, so she thinks it would probably be wise to vacate this area before too long. But if you guys have any other things you want to take care of, probably a short rest wouldn't hurt if you wanted to wait like an hour before doing so.
So we can take a short rest?
She says, well, it's up to you guys, but she thinks that it'd probably take at least that long for anyone from anywhere nearby to get there, probably.
Unless, it's up to you guys.
Unless there was someone else following her that she was unaware of.
I do not need to take a short rest.
I could probably make do, and for now.
It looks like you guys are pretty much max health, so you must have had healing and so forth. So then, if you're willing to vacate, she's open to ideas on what you guys want to do next. Yeah, she does ask you what you'd been up to since you had last met, and if you had any plans on how to take down Strahd or any leads on where Van Richten might be.
I don't know.
Well, I know you guys had talked about, as far as the party's next move, you said you were possibly going to be looking to explore the Argynvostholt, which is the nearest location of one of the items that Madame Eva had said.
Sure.
You guys are... Well, the Wizard's Tower is right here. And Argynvostholt would be down here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, just to refresh, the other items that had been mentioned, one of them you pretty much thought it was in the ruins of Berez, which is further south right there. And then the third one is behind a set of amber doors, which you've heard may be in this place called the Amber Temple. You don't know too much about that other than that it's further south than Berez, somewhere on Mount Gacchus. So somewhere...
Mount Galifianakis.
Yes. So of those choices, definitely Argynvostholt would be the closest to where you are now.
On we go.
Works for me. What time of day is it? When do we need to rest next?
If I recall correctly, actually, this battle took place at night. So I would estimate that it's probably 7 or 8 p.m. thereabouts.
Okay. How long will it take us to get there? Like several hours, or not really?
Yeah, probably an hour and a half at most.
Okay. I wonder if we should make our way there and then camp somewhere nearish.
Yeah, camp somewhere outside of it, just
Yeah.
to get away from the Wizard's Tower. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's Esmeralda hasn't actually visited that location before. She's heard about it, and she's seen it, of course, passing by on the Old Svalch Road, and she hasn't seen any of the revenants that you guys encountered on the road. But you guys do remember you ran into one of these creatures walking down the road leading from Argynvostholt towards the Old Svalch Road. You don't know.
That's true, and we had to fight it, didn't we?
Well, you fought it, whether you had to or not. Is one
Fair
thing.
enough.
But, yes, but you did have a hostile encounter with it at any rate. You don't know though. She has heard that the place is rumored to be haunted. She doesn't know how true that is, but based on your description of that encounter, she thinks it's not. The rumors probably are not too far off. So she's not sure
Yes.
how safe it'll be or how dangerous, but at this point, it doesn't necessarily sound that much more dangerous than the Wizard's Tower. At least nobody will know that you're there. So if you guys want to do that, she'll gladly accompany you.
Okay. She
Yeah,
is
we
my
can do
future
that.
ex-wife, so
Future ex-wife, yes.
Unless you wanted to just go hang out at like the Wizard of Wines for the night. I'm sure they'd let us camp out
that's
over
a
there.
further away, isn't it?
Eh,
It's about
Yeah,
the
I
same
suppose.
distance in the opposite direction.
I
But
suppose roughly we could check in on them.
I mean, everything on this map is kind of doable within, a day. So a short distance like that can't be much more than like 2 hours to get from
Sure.
like Wizard of Wines to Argynvostholt.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is
why
that
don't we?
pretty accurate, Paul?
Yeah, well, each hex on the map is a quarter mile, so it's,
Sure. Why don't we? Wizard of Wine sounds fine, and we can catch up with our friends. Maybe catch up on what's going on with the materials for brewing.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's going to be more dangerous traveling the roads at night. You guys have not tried that yet. You've pretty much stuck to them during the day.
Well, we got to take the road to either location.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you want to leave immediately, it'll be in the dark. So, okay, so you're going to head
Let's
out.
do it.
All right.
Let's do it. We're not wimps.
What the hell?
Yeah.
The night is young. Okay, so you guys make out from the tower. She takes a lot of the supplies from her wagon, but leaves the wagon there and padlocked, and actually resets the trap on it as well. She says it's not practical, even though she's got a horse and you guys have horses. She says it's not real practical to be dragging the wagon around since it's going to just slow her down, and she's got everything she needs pretty much out of the wagon for the time being. She thinks that there's probably nothing else in the tower that's really worth it in terms of taking with. Obviously, Van Richten hasn't been here in a while, so she thinks it's that lead is long cold. So she will take supplies from her wagon, and you guys then leave via the footbridge. Actually, why don't you guys, as you're riding along on the earthen bridge, why don't you guys make perception checks? Nice.
Oh man. You're perceptive.
He is.
I am.
It's that roll 20 thing again.
It's that hack that I put in.
Yep, that JavaScript.
Damn.
Okay, and I'll just do a quick roll for Dave's character. I can't remember what his charisma mod is. So, well, and it doesn't really matter that much because Adrian, with your roll, you get about maybe halfway across this bridge, and you spot 5 horses at the edge of the bridge, basically blocking access. It's like they're waiting for you. And it seems they're facing you, and they're aware of your presence, even though you're riding in the dark.
I said, dudes, don't you see those guys up there? There's 5 dudes up there.
Yes,
Where?
Yeah.
and once he calls attention to them, yes, you can all
On
spot
the front
them.
of my horse? Where?
Yes, right there in the head. See, they're little tiny guys. Yeah, 5 figures, humanoid, atop
Yep.
horses.
Are they threatening? They have weapons out, or they just sitting on top of their horses?
It's hard to tell from the distance you're at. You're probably about 100 yards away, but it looks like they don't have weapons drawn. It looks like they're just sitting on their horses waiting for you.
All right.
This is night, right?
Yes, we're talking very dim silhouettes, although you guys have dark vision. So,
Okay.
They're just inviting us to a rave.
They are. So, I say we move up slowly,
Yeah, let's.
and
Okay.
then when I get within, because I love doing this because I can.
Oh,
When we get 60 feet away, I'm going to teleport behind them.
I knew that was going. Oh, I
Just
love
for
it.
fun, because it bugs the crap out of me that they were waiting for us.
okay, so you said 60 feet is the range on your ability?
Yeah.
Okay,
60
yeah.
feet.
And definitely no worries about shadows because it's pretty dark out. As always in Barovia, there's clouds, so it's not a lot of moonlight to see by. So you get about 60 feet away, and as you're drawing closer, the figures look like they kind of sit up more in their saddles, as if they're aware that you're aware of them, and are waiting for you. And as you get around 60 feet away or so, or close enough that you could teleport behind him, you do so.
And then I say, hi.
You should have said hi.
Okay,
Did save that?
Yeah. Okay. So
No, he can use it at will, I think.
No. I'm just saying you should have saved the whole hi, because we could have been like, "What are you talking about? There was nobody there."
Oh, too late.
Yeah. I see what you meant.
well, in any case, you pop up behind them and say hi, and at that the figures like wheel around, and you see them. Then now they do draw short swords, and like they look around to see, and then they it seems actually, trying to think here.
Trying to decide
I
how
keep
they'll
moving
react.
forward when they do that, and I just say, "Whoa, jumpy, aren't we?"
Oh, I should have mentioned. I'm sorry. These figures actually do have torches.
Oh, okay.
If that would make any difference in your plans or anything, but
Would it?
No.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I didn't think it would because you were going to probably be
say-
belligerent no matter what. So
It's fun. No, I'm not belligerent. This is fun.
no, that's true. That's true.
I say, hey now.
Okay, so the rest of you guys are 60 feet away. You guys see. You're probably actually a little too far away to hear much of his hi, unless you like yelled it.
Well, we knew him jump though.
Yeah. So his
I don't
horse.
think we did. I think he shocked us, too.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
didn't mention
Well, but
anything.
when if we see them pulling weapons, I'm still gonna shout, hey, jumpy, come on, guys.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
you did
I would
notice
agree
that
with
suddenly his horse is riderless, and kind of it starts just kind of like, okay, what do I do now? And you do see the figures kind of wheel around and draw their weapons, and assuming you're within the torchlight,
Yep. Sure.
even with torches, there's still enough shadow for you to appear that close to him. How far away from them did you appear?
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay. You know what? Actually, I've got a little scene set up here, so why don't we...
Ooh.
He wasn't
Fancy.
prepared for you to jump behind, but he was prepared for
Well.
us to come up to this.
And of course... why doesn't this damn thing scroll? Give me a second here. I've got too many things showing at the moment. Okay, here we go. So... This is
It's
more
a
than
fancy
60.
man in the middle.
Yeah, this is more than 60 feet away. Or closer than 60 feet.
Yeah.
So we'll just...
So you could just, I did it then. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay.
it would have to have been, so if I wanted to be 10 feet behind them, then it looks like from the front to the back.
At
That
least
would've-
50 feet.
Yeah, I would have been 10 feet behind the farthest guys, so you're talking, yeah.
So
Yeah, we'd have probably been about where you got us now. That's
So
about
right about
60-ish
there.
feet. Yeah,
right about there-ish, we'll say.
that's pretty good.
Okay, so anyway, yes, the guys on horseback wheel around and draw their short swords, except for the guy kind of in the middle there. He doesn't appear to draw a weapon, but he's the one that speaks to you, and he says, hello.
I'm,
Hey, how's it going?
hey, I'm Adrian. What's your name?
Well, you actually recognize him. He is Aragal from the Vistani encampment to the east of Vallaki, or west of Vallaki, excuse me.
If you say so, I don't recognize the name, but sure. Okay, if I recognize him, awesome.
Yeah, he is the brother of the leader of the Vistani.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was the one. Well,
you like him?
he is the one actually that Rowan briefly possessed when he was dead, and
That pissed him off.
So Rowan would recognize him, would he
yeah,
not?
you're kind of far away, so it wasn't something you could immediately spot, and his check wasn't really that good. So,
Okay. Well, I suppose he was also on the inside.
yes,
So this is pretty far away from camp, right?
yeah.
I say, what you doing so far away from camp?
He says, well, in truth, we are looking for that one, the woman, and he gestures his head towards Esmeralda.
You mean my friend's fiance?
Are we the whole? I would not have stopped. By the way, I would. Just
Yeah,
keep
No,
going
I'm
through
assuming,
that.
you
This
keep
whole
riding
conversation.
closer. Well, if you
Some
guys
way.
want to approach, how close do you want to come?
I would just keep coming till we're right up.
Yeah, I mean
10
like
feet
5,
away.
10 feet away. Yeah.
Okay.
And do I catch any of this?
Yeah, if you want to draw closer, we'll say you maybe get to about there, and Esmeralda actually noticeably kind of hangs back a bit.
I say that's right. You guys talking about my woman?
Aragal kind of lifts his eyebrow and says, "Woman is a debatable term. In no,
Those are fighting words, boy.
He looks bumpy in all the right places. Dude.
She's got a thingy.
well, she's certainly got a thingy for you, it seems. It would also seem she's got a thingy for horses since she absconded with one of ours. In fact, the one she is riding on. But unfortunately, far worse than that, she has trespassed on the mayor's land, on the master's land, and without leave, and she conspired to cause much destruction and mayhem. So she.
The master.
Who's the man? What master? Who's master?
There is but one master of Barovia.
Well, we don't like that fucking guy. He's a dick.
You're talking about the.
Could be a little more blunt next time.
You're talking about the.
I hate that guy. I'm sorry. He's a dick.
Are you talking about the fisherman?
No, when Adrian, when you say that, the other four Vistani on horseback kind of move forward to kind of encircle you with their swords, and but Aragal kind of like lifts up his hand and says,
As soon as he does that, I teleport back to here.
"Back on your horse."
No, I'm faster without my horse.
Okay, so
You
you're
are actually just within haste distance from me. That's
okay. Well, as they were approaching, Aragal kind of held up his hand to get them to stop. But as he did that, you teleport back, and then they kind of like turn around and eventually look and see you standing there. And he says, "That is a very interesting power that you have."
It's pretty nifty, isn't it? I just got it. I leveled up.
Yes, I can see the higher number above you since the last time we met.
Look, boys. I before we get into, he said, she said, I punch, you drop, kind of conversation. I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot here, and this is all some kind of misunderstanding. Maybe we can work something out.
And at this, Esmeralda pipes up and says, "It was one hell of a misunderstanding. I didn't intend Strahd harm. I intended to kill him."
Exactly. Now that she's cleared that up, I think,
God dang it.
And then Aragal says, "Now come on, my friends. I know that you possess much wisdom and an appreciation for order and justice. Surely you can understand that this woman has broken Vistani law and must answer for her crimes."
So, what kind of punishment are we talking here?
She will be taken to Strahd.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's we're not really into that. We're kind of more of a slap on the wrist, pay a fine kind of folk.
And Esmeralda says, listen to me, gargle balls. If you think I'm coming anywhere with you alive, then you're stupider than your sheep's face would suggest.
And I say, and that's why I love her.
And she then kind of turns to you. She turns to you, and in a lower voice, she says, if I go with them, I'll be worse than dead. They'll take me right to Strahd, and not only will I likely be damned, he'll likely force me to reveal everything I know about both Van Richten and you.
I say, do you really think we're going to let you go off with them?
She kind of winks at you.
I step forward 5 feet and I go over my dead body and do this lame ass pose. And
I say, over his dead body.
I back up 5 feet and say, yeah, you know what he said?
Aragal kind of crosses his arms and says, you must decide. You have done the Vistani a great service in the past by rescuing my niece Arabelle. If you refuse to turn over this traitor, we will leave empty-handed, without retaliation. But from that moment on, you will be considered enemy of the Vistani and of Strahd.
Look,
even.
I'm willing to pay for the horse. I'm willing to make amends, but she's not going with you.
Not the Strahd. And I offer money as well for the horse. If you're pissed off about the horse, cool.
I'll trade you. You can have my horse.
Actually, you can have mine. I don't need it.
So that's 2 horses plus. I'll still throw in some cash.
And he says, "Is that your final answer?"
Yes.
Well,
so it sounds to me like even, not enemies.
Yeah.
We're
trying to make amends.
We did you a favor, and you're going to do us a favor by leaving.
I understand fully what you have chosen, and it is noted. And he starts to turn away, and Esmeralda says, if he gets away, they're going to know where we are, and they're going to track us down and kill us.
All right. I guess it's on.
Okay, so they're getting ready to turn to leave, and you guys are going to possibly do something to interrupt that, so I guess that would mean initiative. And let me clear this first.
Boy, I don't have much in the way of spells anymore.
When we all die and Strahd kills us, we can have nothing left because we're going to have killed everyone.
Hey, if Strahd takes me down, I plan on coming back as a death knight.
Alright, so...
Click on my guy. Alright.
I'm getting another beer. Beer back.
Alright, I'll gotta add these guys to combat anyway, so...
Hey!
Look at that!
Oh.
Nice! And where's Aragal here? There he is. Okay. And I guess I can just click on his initiative, can't I? And the hell is his... Oh, he's an NPC. Doesn't have initiative, of course. So... Ooh, nice. The other guys... We'll roll separately for each. Because I know you guys like it that way. They have a considerably lower dex bonus.
One of the things we like.
Oh, looks like Dave's available. Let me add him to the call. And you guys
Just in time.
Yep.
We can tell him he caused it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was his fault.
It's your fault.
Everyone remember that.
And there he is. The man who caused everything to go wrong.
Oh my god, Dave, what have you done?
You got us in this huge fight, man.
We're about to start a big fight because of you.
They're just fucking with you.
Probably all those tacos I had down in Mexico.
So anyway, yes, if you want to quick fill him in, I can add him to the turn too.
Well, not a lot's happened. We decided to go to the winery to spend the rest of the night and rest.
Okay.
And with Esmeralda coming with us. And we didn't get very far down the road when we met some riders, and
Done.
Adrian freaked him out, and they turned out to be Vistani. And they basically said they were chasing Esmeralda, and because she stole a horse, and they wanted to get
And tried
restitution.
to kill the vampire.
And they said that they wanted restitution because she stole the horse, broke into the master's lands, and tried to kill him, and that's a big no-no. So
Yeah.
they want to take her back to Strahd, and we weren't having it. So now we're fighting.
Yeah. One other plot point: Rowan definitely recognized the lead Vistani as Aragal, and if you remember, Aragal
Oh yeah.
is the uncle of the young girl that you rescued.
Yeah. Right.
And he said that he was willing to, if you guys refused, they would leave without doing anything, but that party would be considered an enemy of the Vistani and of Strahd from that point forward. And so they were getting ready to leave, and Esmeralda basically said if they leave, they're still going to hunt us down and kill us, and they'll know where we are.
So now
we're
we're
set straight.
borderline fight.
Yeah, so
I'm
basically we're at that point where they're turning to leave, and the party said they wanted to do something, so I called for initiative. So that's where we're at.
Okay. Roll 20 isn't loading for me.
Oh, okay, that's
It's just stuck. So let me exit out of it and try it again.
okay. Do you have a 20-sided dice you can roll? If not, I'll just roll for you and roll 20.
You roll for me.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
As long as it's good.
As long as it's good.
What you should have said, yeah, I got a 20.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20.
It's my 20-sided dice that has only 20s.
That's right.
Your initiative.
And it's made of foam, so you can't hear it.
There it is. So 14. Okay, so let me resort here. Okay. Okay, so it looks like actually Aragal will go first, but he hasn't. You guys haven't yet done anything to attack him, so he actually spurs his horse back this way, and off the map. So about 50 feet away, he gets with his horse. He's not dashing yet; he's just moving out. Actually, you know what? He would probably just move that far because he'd not want to leave his guys behind. So that's as far as he goes. And then he says, "Come on, let's go." So now it's Clytus's turn.
All right. Whew, boy.
Well, actually, Jugs, I'm assuming your dex isn't more than Clytus because it looks like you both got 20.
Mine's a 12. What is Jugs?
We can't hear you, Kyle.
Oops,
There
mine's
you
a 12.
Okay,
Oh, we're
let's do your
both
12. Just roll d20. Or do a dex check, actually. Let's do that way.
Alright, hold
Dex
on.
check.
Either way.
Just click on that.
Oh, okay.
I think Kyle's going first.
All right, so Kyle, actually, you would go first, so let me just move Jugs up there. Okay.
I am going to twin haste on these two gentlemen.
Oh, on
Clytus and Adrin.
Okay.
Okay.
I love haste.
I feel fresh.
I really feel very hasty.
hasty. Yes, so you guys, and that should be twinnable since it's a single target, so
Yep.
you guys each have haste. And you rode forward on your horse a little bit. I'm assuming everyone except Adrin is still on their horse. Adrin, your horse is kind of just meandering around behind Esmeralda somewhere.
That's good.
So that was Jugs, Clytus.
All right. Now that so haste gives me an extra action and an extra speed, correct?
You basically can use your extra action to take the dash action, which would then basically give you an additional...
All
Well,
right.
his speed is doubled.
So my speed is doubled, so I can go 50
Right.
instead of 25. Okay, so I use my first move action to get down off my horse. I use my second move action or I use my bonus haste action to go. Let's see.
Wait a minute.
Um,
It
What do you?
does it
You don't
doesn't
have to
double.
use a whole.
It doesn't
action.
double your speed, does it?
Yeah, it says until the spell ends, the target's
Oh,
speed is doubled.
okay. I just totally spaced on that. Sorry. Okay,
and
never
I
mind.
can I can make a dash action. So that's
Yes.
Is that double that, or is it just double?
It doubles your speed, and a dash would be at your
that.
speed. So yeah,
So I can go 100 feet.
yeah. If that's all you do,
Yes.
and
You have a normal 50 move?
No, I have a normal
Well,
25.
25, but
but
it's
Oh.
doubled.
doubled because of haste.
yeah. So yes, you could dash 50 feet.
But
Well,
I can
actually,
use
you're
my
you're on your
bonus action.
horse. You're on your horse, so you'd be
Right.
unless you dismount.
What I'm saying is, my first move, my regular move action, I would dismount.
Oh, okay. That was the first step.
Then I could take a haste bonus dash, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, I don't even need to do that because all I want to do is get to him.
Either way,
Well, yeah. Just use your dash and you're good.
you can
And
dash.
then
Yeah.
Use,
Dismounting
then-
basically would move up. I'd say it'd take about half your movement rate to get off the horse. I'm not looking up the rule, but we'll say that sounds about right. And you could then dash over to them, and that would be your turn.
well, then he can
Well, no, but-
attack and
Yeah,
stuff.
but don't I get my normal move? Because that's just a bonus dash action.
You
That's-
get to attack now.
That's for haste,
Yeah.
so he can still
So I could still attack, can I?
attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you could.
All right, so I'm going to attack him twice.
Okay, so running through. Well, nope. Those guys won't get an opportunity attack because they have. Well, I may be applying third edition rules here, but I'll say that they don't get an action to attack you.
Well, if I move through, it's if I leave their threatened zone. So I think they both would actually get an attack on.
Well, let me clarify, just because I was confusing the opportunity attack rules last night in Paul's Pathfinder game, because we keep switching back and forth, and I don't know for sure. I know in Pathfinder or third edition, if you hadn't acted yet in the round, you didn't get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, it might be quicker to do a search.
Well, because you're not engaged yet, technically.
Well, I think though in fifth edition, I don't think there's a rule like that. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
just-
why I want to double check.
But I mean, also because this is the first round, there's probably kind of the element of surprise going on, so 'cause they don't really know. Like, they probably don't even have their weapons drawn right now. They're getting ready to leave.
Okay. You can make opportunity. Blah, 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 opportunity attack.
I'll go with whatever you decide, Bull.
Are we rested?
We
No.
did a short rest.
No,
Okay.
you decided
we
not
did?
to do a short rest.
Yeah, I thought we just
so
left.
whatever my spells are on my sheet, that's what I have left.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a much smaller section than third edition, and it doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, I think they
Okay.
just get to
All right, so it is a lot simpler, and I just made a big deal out of it because I'm used to third edition being paragraph C of subsection 12 says that you can't do this. So anyway, they will each take a swing at you. They already had their swords drawn, so they are threatening.
Okay.
So let's see. They've got 18
Nope.
and less than that. So okay, so the two in the middle swing at you but miss. You kind of duck under their swords
All right,
and rush up towards Aragal. Take a good swing with
They
your
hit.
battle axe, and yes, both of those hit.
9 damage total.
Okay, yes, that gets his attention now, and
Did you include his? Or wait, did he get hit or no?
Who?
Aragal?
I missed it. No, Clytus.
No, I did
From the
not.
opportunity attacks,
Okay.
he did not. No.
Yeah.
They
He gets a
both-
+2 bonus to AC as well.
So they both swung and a miss.
Eventually.
So yes, that's your turn then. Rowan's up.
Okay.
Are you do you have Roll20 working now?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that like right here and have it attack this guy.
Okay, so you need a little What kind of weapon do you have?
Well, I can create any kind of weapon.
I know. I'm
I'm
asking
gonna-
what you want.
Yeah,
for-
a mace.
Ah.
But it's a spell attack, so how do you want me to do that?
I would have to look up the spell.
You just.
You just rolled a
You
17.
just did it. You just rolled a 17.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, that's the attack roll. Okay, so I'm sorry. Where did you want to place it?
Right there. On this guy.
Ah. Okay, you have control over it now.
I don't see it.
Hmm?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was targeting this guy.
Oop. Crappy thing. Come on.
Did I
Hang on.
hit?
17 would indeed hit. Okay, 9 points damage on him. Okay, he staggers back. I will say, let me just make a check here. He actually loses control of his horse and falls off it. Not prone. I will say not prone, but he is dismounted from his horse.
Alright.
So he's. Let me just.
I'm gonna guess that I go before the guy that's in front of me. I got an 18 dex. What does he got?
You
much
also
less,
have advantage on dex rolls,
much
saving
less than
throws,
that.
so you should try falling off things.
All right. So since my movement speed now is 100, I love
Nice.
haste. It's my favorite. I'm gonna move right there so I can get flanking. That's my move.
Yeah, you could probably go around those guys too to avoid opportunity attacks.
No,
They already did them.
Well, the two in the middle
Oh
did.
yeah,
The two in the middle did.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. All right. So then I'm gonna pummel the shit out of him
Okay.
because I'm gonna do that. So and then I'm gonna do 4 attacks.
All but the 9 hit.
25.
Yikes! Boom! 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 Okay. Yeah, he's not happy about that.
And I say, "You're not taking the fiance."
He was already leaving.
Okay. So the Vistani. Okay, they've see
Realized that
they're mounted. Well, 3 of them are. So the 3 that are mounted are going to ride up
try to protect him, yeah.
and oops. Actually, they'd do this because you seem to be the guy that's seriously kicking Aragal's ass. The Vistani with the that's on his foot. On foot, he's going to try to go, and that would draw an opportunity attack from the. Well, I don't know. Does that sword get opportunity attacks?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't move. Usually, a spiritual weapon, it just stays there, and then you got to move it.
Yeah, you have
Right.
to manually move it.
Yeah.
Right.
Did Esmeralda get a turn?
Oh, I did
Never
not.
rolled for her.
I did. I thought I added her, but I must not have.
But
I feel like we forgot to tell Dave one important thing. That
What?
Aragal is one of the people he possessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we told him.
Oh, did we tell him?
Yep.
Okay.
Paul did.
All right. Just want to
what do you
make
mean?
sure.
He was the Vistani that you had possessed when you were in the encampment.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and
Oh, Esmeralda was supposed to go first.
Yeah. Well, I'll say her. That was
So
her.
she'll just go last.
We'll just say her turn was her saying to you that they'll do that if they'll try to kill you if they get away.
right.
So anyway, so that the Vistani moves away, and I was trying to look up if that spell actually allows you to make an opportunity attack. Spiritual weapon.
Do you have it on your character sheet, Dave? If you click
Yeah,
it, it'll pop
I'm
into the
Well, if he
chat.
clicks it,
Right
if he
now.
clicks on it, it'll probably do an attack.
Oh wait, oh yeah. Well, you got to click on the spell under the spell tab, not the attack
Right.
under the think.
You can move it as a bonus action up to 20 feet to repeat the attack to a creature within 5 feet.
It doesn't say anything about having
Yeah.
threat or opportunity attacks are for characters, so it doesn't increase
Yeah.
your threat range. So I'm going to say
Right,
no, it doesn't
yeah.
get an opportunity attack. Okay.
That's
So anyway, so you got 2 of these thugs flanking Clytus and 2 of them flanking Adrin. So we'll take the ones on Clytus. They've got they've got they don't have swords, they have maces. My mistake. So they swing. One guy drops his mace. The other guy has a critical. Okay, so anyway, the second one definitely hits. This is... So just double the dice on a crit. So looks like 10 points on Clytus from crit from a mace. The 2 guys on Adrin.
How much did you hit me at? What was the AC you hit me? Or was that a natural 20?
It was a natural 20. That was a crit.
Yep.
The ones on Adrin, 20.
Yep.
Okay, so that's...
Is that with your +2?
Yep.
What
That's-
is your AC then?
18 with the +2.
Dang.
So
That was higher.
4 points bludgeoning from a mace. The second attack, he drops his mace too. Okay, and they use their movement. Well, they're on their horses, except for the one guy's not on his horse. I'd say you have enough movement to pick up his mace, but the other guy is on his horse, so he would have to get off the ground to get it. So those are the thugs, and they all went at the same time anyway. So Esmeralda is up. She... Does she have a ranged weapon? She actually doesn't.
Huh.
I thought she'd have a crossbow or something, but she doesn't. So
She can take mine.
I'm not sure she'd be proficient in it. She's going to firebolt the guy that's on the Vistani that's on the ground, flanking Clytus. And she hits. Nice. 16 points of damage with a firebolt. Doesn't kill him, but wounds him pretty badly. He's looking pretty hurt.
Trying to save her hubby.
Yes. Aragol. Okay, now he's freaking pissed. Okay, so he can't use that ability because everyone has already acted. He does have a short sword, and he's going to do a multi-attack. Okay, if the target was within 5 feet of an ally that isn't incapacitated. Okay, so he does get his sneak attack if he hits you. And he makes 2 attacks with his short sword. So first attack, 21 would hit. So, okay, so first off, the damage, which is going to be 5d6. Okay, so you take 19 damage.
Who's that?
That's from Aragol.
Who?
Who's
You,
taking the
Adrin.
damage?
Adrin, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
He is attacking Adrin. So 16 damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 15, not enough. You feel that blade was coated with something, and you take poison damage. I'm just going to roll it in the chat. What the hell? Roll 20. So you take an additional 15 poison damage. Look at all those 1s and 2s! That's pathetic! So that was his action. He's going to then get out of a flanking position and not draw an opportunity attack, but he's just going to move right there. So he's no longer flanked. So that would be his turn. Jugs is up.
I think, let's see, I can move roughly 30 feet, so I don't know, right about there is good. I can move right about here, and I will cast a firebolt at this guy.
The guy that Esmeralda pegged?
Yeah,
And me.
the guy that those two pegged.
Okay. Oh yeah, you tired him too. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Easily hit.
12.
All right. He falls to the ground in flames, dead. He is no more.
Ow.
Actually, I used that guy. All right. So he is dead. Let me find out which guy he is here so I can take on the initiative. Okay, so that was your turn. Clytus.
Okay. So I'm going to walk around this side so I can flank, which this guy will not get an attack of opportunity because it never left his reach.
You just kind of circled around.
But he will get one
Yes.
because I stepped out of his.
Okay, so Aragel does take a swing at you with his short sword. Not as good as his last attack. 12 does not probably hit you.
No.
Okay, so you dodge out of the way and circle around.
Yep. And
So you're trying to get in position to flank against him. Okay.
which is a good thing because that means you got a 23 and an 18 instead of an 8 and a 16.
Yes.
Don't forget your extra attack. Extra attack.
Oh, do I get extra? Oh, that's right, because I didn't. Yay! Thank you for reminding me. Holy crap!
Oh,
23, 18,
nice.
25.
All three of those hit.
So 18 damage.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yikes. So all three of those hit. That haste comes in handy. Okay, so Rowan's up.
All right. I'm going to. I want to target a fireball, like over in this area. Oh, hang on. Let me get my pointer. In this area, so it's basically the end of it doesn't hit Clytus.
So just draw a circle.
You're gonna hit Adrin though.
Yep.
He can dodge it, though.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
I know he won't be affected. How do I draw a circle?
And the tools, the line tools
Oh, okay.
with the paintbrush.
Draw a shape.
Shift, Alt will do a circle.
Okay.
That's cool.
Like that.
Well, that's a square
That
of it.
must not have been alt.
Me. Me.
But I think it.
Oh.
So basically, you're just trying to get everyone, but including Adrin.
But yeah, including Adrin, but not
Okay.
Clytus.
All right. So then everyone would need to make deck saves. What's the DC they're needing to hit?
Yeah, I'll do it
And you're
here.
safe.
Or actually, yeah, I want you to roll the fireball spell, and
Yeah, I
then
will.
I'll have the damage too.
Gotta get on my core page here.
So, Adrian, if you make the save, you take nothing?
Yep.
Nice. So you're good.
He might have made it. Okay, 15. He did not, and Adrin did not. Fourth.
Adrin did.
I made it.
He got 22. He
How's-
has advantage
Oh, on saves? Okay,
because
yes.
of haste on
All
dex
right.
saves.
So only one of the 3 thugs made it. Aragal also made it. So 29. Let's see. Badly wounded. 2 of the thugs. Not so much him. And Aragal is still up. But man, everyone's kind of smoking. Except for Adrin, who just
Yeah, whatever.
nicely just totally dodged out of the way.
I'm glad I had advantage. Thank you, haste.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Otherwise, you would have been a little bit toasty there. So yeah, the two, the one thug that's kind of nestled between Adrin and Aragal there, he was the one that made a save. The other 2 are looking very badly hurt from that. So Adrin's up.
All right, I'm gonna punch.
Oh.
Poison me.
Can I do my bonus action with weapon?
What bonus action is that?
You can move it up.
I can move my.
Oh yes,
I
you
can-
can. Yes, you can move your.
Okay. And attack him with that then. How do I? Do I just roll my spiritual weapon again?
Yeah, I don't
yes.
think so.
Why can't I delete that circle?
I don't know.
I think he can if you use
Dave, can you?
use the pointer.
Okay.
I deleted the square, but I couldn't
You
delete
can
the circle.
select it and delete it theoretically. Hit the delete key. That's how I got rid of my square.
It's not letting me.
Yeah, what the hell? I could do it on the square that he just drew, but I can't draw it on this circle. Okay, well, there's a nice. That's the singed line. Anyway,
Yeah.
spiritual weapon. That definitely hits, and
Okay.
go ahead and roll damage. All right. Yeah, he was wounded enough from that fireball that takes him out, so he's also
Nice.
dead. Okay.
I hit. I forget Argal. Is that his name?
Yes.
Aragal.
I hit him 3 times.
Don't you get 4
18.
attacks?
Nope, because I am going to use my bonus action to say and teleport right to there and say, "Ow, that fucking hurt! I'm poisoned."
Well, okay. With that amount of damage, were you doing lethal damage?
Hell yeah!
Okay, then he's dead. He
Kick
drops
my ass.
drops to the ground, and that's it for him. The Vistani, they were both on their horses. The one has dropped his sword, and the other one has not. But maces, excuse me. But they see Aragal drop, and they just bolt on their horses. So they dash off. And
Can we attack them again?
well, when it's your turn, yes. Esmeralda says
Okay with that.
they're basically 50 feet away now, because they actually no, they would be 100 feet away because they dashed their horses.
That's fine.
Esmeralda says they get away, they're going to lead others right to us.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do? Do you want to try and give chase?
Hasted, I can move 200 in a round.
Yeah, but you're okay. So you're
I
on
can move
foot.
100.
If you're telling me that if she screams that out, then if I'm going to go after one of them and pummel them.
Okay. Let
I'm
me
gonna
think.
at least hit one with, or try to hit one with a firebolt because it's got 120 range.
Okay, so what's the distance between you and where
Well, I
they
can
were?
move another 30 feet.
Okay,
so
yes.
I can go up to where they were.
All right. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to distill the chase, any kind of chase sequence, because I don't want to go round by round. So, Adrin, with you on foot, you actually would be able to outrun a horse. So, if you want to
So
pick,
awesome.
if you want to pick, which one did you want to go after, Adrin?
Well, okay, but he goes after me, so I would actually go over and try to give him a cure light before he does.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go round to round then. So Esmeralda shouted that. Jugs, you want to move up and do your thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna try to shoot a firebolt at this one
Okay.
here.
Yeah. So he's about 100 feet away, but that would still hit him,
Yeah.
or it'd still be in range. Oh, you dropped your
I'm
firebolt.
gonna use my Tides of Chaos.
Yes. Oh wait, you're
get
tied
advantage.
to get advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd have to wait to your next spell to do the
Next
wild surge.
spell, yep.
Okay. Okay, so then that would hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's only 3? What terrible rolls! A 2 and a 1 on damage.
Well, he had
my
3 hit points left.
Oh my god!
So you take him out, and he drops, and his horse runs off, but he falls out of the saddle dead. Wow, that was luck.
Holy
Okay,
cow.
Clytus, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to move 25 feet back to Adrin.
Okay.
Because I just measured it. I'm going to go ahead and I can do it at a first level, unfortunately. 7. I give him 7 more. And then I have 5 more feet left, so I will go 5 more feet, and then I will go 100 feet this way.
No, 50.
No, I'm still hasted.
Yeah,
'Cause
but you only
I could take a
get
bonus
50 with your
haste.
dash.
So how many feet can you move?
Isn't it? I'm double. My regular movement is doubled because of the haste.
Right, so
Yeah.
your movement rate is now 50.
Sure.
And then a dash is another 50, so you can do 100
Oh.
total.
No, a dash adds... No, a dash... Oh, wait, yes, you're right, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can do 100 total, and you just did 30, so you have 70 more you can do.
Okay.
So I have 70 more.
So he's 100 feet off, and you're 70 feet off.
So yeah, I go 70 feet that way.
Okay, so it's basically he's kind of charged. The area around this tower, or around the shore, is kind of wooded. So why don't you make a perception check, and I will see if I'll have him make like a stealth check to see if he can stay out of sight, because he's riding away, trying to get the hell away from you. Ooh.
15.
Well, he only got a 13. Okay, so he's still in your sight, but he's about 30 feet away.
Got it.
We need one of Eric's little map
60
dividing
foot
things.
line.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so that was Clytus. Rowan?
Okay, am I able to see the guy riding away?
Make a perception check at disadvantage, because he's pretty far away from you now.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, wait, no, wait. You don't have dark
150.
vision. You don't have dark vision.
Yeah.
No, you don't see him.
What time is it?
It's nighttime.
Yeah, night. We may not have told you that, but yeah, it's nighttime.
Yeah, the map may not have been a little bit more brightly lit than it should have been, but I wasn't sure what time you guys were going to leave. So it's still the same night that the werewolf attack happened, actually.
Alright, well, then I'm just going to bring myself up to Aragol's body.
Okay, so to dash up to where he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
and my plan is to see if they want me to revivify him, so I'm going to hold on to that spell.
Doesn't that need to be in this round afterwards? Or
I think it's within like 10 minutes or something.
I think it's 1 minute, but let me verify that.
So
okay.
1.
Yeah, if it's 1 minute, then you can do it, but if it's one round, then it'd be too late. In any case, Adrin, you're up.
I move 100 feet towards him.
Okay.
How far away is he? So he would be like 20 feet away.
No, he's 100. This is where it starts to get wonky because he's more distance than that off the map. He was 100 feet from below
From that
Aragon.
point, and I was about 30 feet away. So to me, he's 130 feet away. Way more.
Yeah, maybe 130 or 135 from where you were.
Yep.
So he'd be about 30 feet away from you.
So now I move 100. So I'm using my bonus action to use my teleport. Now I'm going to teleport next to him.
Okay.
And that
Pull him off the horse.
That gives me advantage on my attacks.
Oh my god.
And then I am going Ooh, I want to punch the horse or punch the dude.
What movie is it where he punches the horse?
Oh,
That
I
would-
don't remember.
Blazing Saddles.
That's
Yes.
Blazing.
Boom! I'll save that for later. I'm going to go ahead and punch him. I'm going to do 3 attacks on him.
Don't.
the
thing you had
it has
advantage.
advantage. It has advantage. First attack. Woohoo!
Okay.
You'd have
Second
dropped
attack,
your fist.
15. Third attack, 24. So I'll hit.
Yep.
15, 20 points of damage.
Okay, you kill him. He falls off the horse,
Yay!
and the horse gallops off. I mean, do you want to try? Well, actually, that was your action. So the horse gallops off, but he is
Yeah,
dead.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
And then I'm gonna start searching bodies.
Okay. All right. So wow, well done. That hate spell I was not factoring in, so that definitely made things quite a bit different. Bodies. The Vistani don't have too much. They've got a mace, a crossbow. The thugs, Vistani thugs' weapons aren't coated with poison. Aragol's sword is. He's also got a crossbow, and looks like his bolts are poisoned as well.
That's some serious frickin' poison. You guys should keep that.
Yeah. Who uses a crossbow?
Can I put it? Can I use it for the darts that I have?
Well,
Hey, you can't
no.
transfer it. No,
Yeah.
Oh, they're already coated.
It's already
Oh,
applied.
okay. All right.
I have a crossbow.
The short sword that
I
he
think-
has. I have a silver short sword. Is this a magical short sword?
This is actually just a regular short sword.
Damn it!
You can pretend it's magical.
It's magical to you.
Yes.
I don't
Um,
have a crossbow. Never mind.
I have a crossbow. Are
Yeah.
you saying that the bolts can only be used in that crossbow, or were you? what
No,
did
they're
you
not
mean
loaded. They're not loaded. They're in a crossbow.
Yeah,
They're in a
okay.
quarrel. And if you're proficient, I would say that it'd be very risky for you to try and handle them to get them out of the quarrel and load them with this poison applied, unless you were proficient in using a poisoner's kit. Which,
That's my other character. Dang it.
yeah, I don't think any of you are.
Hmm.
I mean, you could try.
Esmeralda,
You could try, but there'd be a chance. There'd be a chance that you could poison yourself
Hmm.
because it's contact poison.
Yeah. I think
Um,
I'm just gonna leave it because I don't end up using my crossbow ever anyway. So unless you guys want to take it,
What about? You said Esmeralda's not proficient in it.
She doesn't have a crossbow. I'm not certain if
is
she would be
she
proficient.
proficient with poisoners kit?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say that she would not be proficient in it since it's not listed,
All right.
which is odd.
Okay.
But she's got ranged spells, so that kind of makes up the difference. Okay, so that's pretty much.
My question is, do they want me to revivify him so we can ask him questions, or what? I mean, I personally would like to, because I don't know how this all happened, and whatever. So
I mean, I know you were gone, but I feel like we probably got all the answers we needed, or we
Okay.
could get from him personally.
all right.
I don't know what you guys think, or well, I guess Paul's gone, but what you think, Clytus?
You do have a minute to choose, but
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to do whatever you guys want to do. I feel like, it's night. We have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Did Esmeralda come over? Does she have an opinion?
she would just as soon he stay dead.
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm okay
fine
with that
keeping him
too.
dead.
I mean, I'll go with what Dave decides he wants to do, but I'm just, because you're the only one who kind of knows who this guy is better than us. I feel like we've now pissed off the Vistani no matter what, which kind of sucks.
Right. Yeah. So
So
There-
bringing it back ain't gonna change that.
No, I mean,
And I'm the paladin. I'm the one who should be like,
Right.
oh, you should bring it back. But in 5th edition, paladins
no,
are
I agree with
no
that.
longer lawful good. So
I think it was mainly I was questioning it mainly because of the personal contact I've had with him,
yeah.
you know, and he trusted me, you know,
He
before.
did.
So
To
that
heck
was
with it.
kind of my conundrum, but I'm okay with leaving him this way too because he earned it.
Esmeralda says, "Not exactly this way," and she pulls out her silver short sword and proceeds to behead Aragol.
Jesus.
And then she says, "Anybody got any oil?
Oil?
We don't want him coming back as anything."
No.
I have,
Let
I
me
have
look.
Don't you have a bunch of oil and crap in your
Oh yeah, she does have her alchemist fire back. Okay, so she goes back and carefully pull. This takes like 20 minutes to carefully pull one thing of alchemist fire.
Actually, why don't you just shoot fireballs at him and he turns into a crisp? Firebolts. They're free spells, right?
Yeah, you guys could just pepper him
true.
with firebolt cantrips until he
Yeah, I
is
got a
incinerated.
bunch of.
All right, go nuts.
Oh yeah, that's much more exciting, she says. That's much more impressive. So yes, okay, you burn his body, beheaded body to a crisp, and she looks satisfied that he's not going to cause any more trouble with that.
I lean over to Clytus and say, "That bitch be crazy."
Yeah. Well, you know, the hot ones usually are. That's why she's my future ex-wife.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, so that was that. So you guys are not. There's nothing else here. So if you guys want to continue on your way, or Esmeralda does still suggest that you not hang out here because you're pretty much only like
No, that's fine.
a few hundred
Let's
yards
go.
from the tower. So
Let's
But-
Yeah,
go.
let's finish going to the Wizards of Wine.
Okay.
Winery.
Does anybody? I'm down more than half. Does anybody have?
Yeah, I can heal you.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit over half.
yeah, because there will be. I will be seeing if anything encounters you on the road. It's definitely a night.
Right.
There's a lot more that can go wrong, so to speak. In fact,
I'm fresh out of spells.
let me look up and see.
I have 4 first level spells. I didn't use any first level spells, so
I think one should be okay. I'm at 23 out of 52.
there you
That
go.
works. That works for me.
Anybody else good?
I'm good.
All right.
There's a
well,
reason I haste them and just stay in the back.
Right. No, exactly.
And I'm a big fan.
Yeah. I'm down a few points, but
Okay, so
Not bad.
2 hours. We'll say 4
You want one then?
what's that?
You want one?
I mean, if you give me one, I'll take it. But
Yeah, I will.
all right, what do you got?
What?
The hell is that?
That's a car alarm outside.
Oh.
That's nice. Dave, can you possibly mute your camera or mute your mic until it's
Yeah,
done?
that's what I was trying, but I don't see my.
I think you can do it right on the VC if you go over,
Yeah.
hover over your picture.
That's what I was trying to get to. What the hell? Oh,
There we
There
go.
we go.
Now go out there and smash the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, when we get a moment, I'm gonna go to Esmeralda and be like,
or better yet, Dave, send your spiritual weapon out there to take care of it. Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you say, Tim?
so when I get a free moment, I'm gonna sidle up to Esmeralda and see and be like, wow, kind of like a little hardcore here.
You want to say that? Do this? Yeah. How about we do this during our walk?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. So
Wizards of Wine.
you move along to the Wizards of Wine. Yes, as you're on your way, then you walk up to her and make the hardcore comment, and she
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, it's a little hardcore, don't you think?
she kind of shrugs and says, "Dangerous life, dangerous even more in death sometimes."
Yeah, well,
Assuming you were talking about the way that dispatched Adrigal's bodies and remains.
Yes. Yeah, that was, it was a little harsh. We can work on the whole, like, tone it down thing.
That is one of the things that Van Richten taught me very early, is that your enemy, when defeated, is not necessarily out of the picture unless you take additional precautions. Let's just say that as an agent of Strahd, he would always be dangerous unless he was fully dispatched.
Understood. And you did look hot while doing it. So,
Well, that's always the most important thing.
That's the most important thing Van Richten taught me.
Exactly.
but I'm just saying,
I will take the advice under advisement.
all right.
She doesn't look like she's too seriously going to
No.
worry about it.
That's all right.
But I appreciate your concern.
All right.
And she gives you a saucy look.
I said, hey, but we got you back. Don't worry.
Let's hope so.
So
All right.
I lean over to Jugs and said, "I think he's impressed with her head work."
And he's a dwarf. Okay. Anyway, amazingly, even though you're traveling at night, maybe due to Esmeralda's expertise and experience, you do not have any encounters on your way to the Wizards of Wine, so you are able to
Hey, we rolled really, really well, guys. Good job.
Yeah. And you reach the winery without incident. So you're able to
Yay!
hole up there if you want. Damien and the other Martikovs are more than happy to accommodate you if you wish to spend the night.
If they are awake and aware, I didn't know if we would have to camp outside or if they would kind of be around. If they are around, I would like to ask how things are going. If everything's okay.
They're making progress. They've pretty much finished the repairs on the winery itself that was damaged when you guys had the combat with all the vine blights and everything. They still only have the one gem. They're still missing the other two, and they're certainly not in any condition to mount any kind of expeditionary force or something like that to where they suspect at least the second to most recently stolen one would be actually in Berez as well. The gem was stolen by scarecrows who they know have been seen in the area of Berez. Probably controlled by the witch Baba Lysaga.
Isn't that one of the places we were going?
Yes.
That's where you've guessed that one of the items in your reading was.
We will be headed there at some point. Whether or not our item's there, I don't know, but we will go there.
So we're here to make your first batch of beer, right?
No,
You don't have the supplies yet.
Oh,
we're just here because we need somewhere to rest for the night before we go to Argynvost Hold.
Well, and it kind of occurs to you the fact that you've now pissed off the Vistani. There may be a question mark whether you get any supplies.
that's true.
That's true too. Wow.
I think we should perform genocide.
Genocide on what?
The
The
Vistani?
Vistani.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
Jesus.
I gotta draw
What
the
has
line at the
happened
top.
to us?
Down the line.
We were
Damn.
all good at it when we started this. What happened to us?
Barovia.
It's
What has
Barovia,
Barovia done
man.
to us?
What happens in Barovia stays
I am
in
not
Barovia.
down. I am not down with genocide. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, there's a line with a paladin that says
I've been up since
genocide
3
bad.
a.m., so maybe that could be part of it.
We'll put that down to a post-traumatic stress injury or something.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. So,
I imagine we'll just rest for the night.
okay. So if you spend the night at the winery, you don't have to sleep in the barn or anything or in the hayloft. They have beds available that you can stay in. So you're able to get a good full night's rest. Unfortunately, Kyle, your max is still down. That has not been addressed. So
I was just gonna ask that. Dang.
if you want to make do you have like a knowledge arcana check you can make?
Yeah, at a -1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have no idea how the hell to address this issue. But
I
yeah,
use magic, but I know nothing about
that's
it.
right. Okay, so anyway, the night passes and you rest, and probably would be not too long after like 10 o'clock if you wanted to get a full night's rest that you'd be able to wake up and proceed as you will.
Okay, so is anything going on at the winery? Any new news? Any?
No, I mean I kind of gave you all the rundown. There hasn't really,
All right.
other than that, been much that has happened. As I said, though, yeah, the only thing is that you had told them to be expecting a delivery, and they do mention that none has arrived yet, although it was early, and now you're not sure what's going to happen with that.
So Jugs can get drunk again, right?
Yes,
Yes.
So did he?
that's a good question.
I guess if they were up and offered us wine, I definitely would have.
Oh yeah, they would definitely offer you wine if you wanted.
I
some.
would have taken them up on that.
Okay, and yes, you are able to get drunk.
Yes.
And yeah, otherwise no news, no real change in the situation. I guess Davian does, when he says that the wine hasn't been delivered, he does notice your face kind of as you're thinking about whether the wine is going to be delivered. He does ask, is there a change in plans or anything like that? Should we still be on the lookout for this shipment, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I'm afraid of is if they use that ship, if they know what we did to the other Vistani, they could use that shipment to try to lure us into a trap. So, if you could help to avoid that,
But
that would be appreciated.
I mean, I'm sure people get accosted all the time throughout this area, so no one saw that we did it.
They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people running around that could probably take on those 5.
That
Yeah,
and
true.
Esmeralda makes the point that Strahd has an uncanny way of seeing things that happen in his domain.
Yeah.
And
This
and
is
they
no
have a
secret.
connection with Strahd too, don't they?
The Vistani, yes.
The Vistani
So,
definitely
yeah.
do.
All right, never mind.
I wouldn't trust that. I would probably bet that they know what we did.
Yeah.
Yes, Esmeralda thinks it's quite likely that that's the case.
So our beer brewing dreams are down and
They're either not going to get it for us or they're going to use it to lay a trap for us, in my opinion.
see. And I was gonna send a case to Strahd, warm things over. Damn it. Oh well.
The things you do for love. I gave up a whole brewing business, and
Exactly.
my empire's in flames. The beer baron is no more.
All because of this woman.
See what I'll get you?
Yes, I'm so mad
So I
at you.
look at Esmeralda and I say, Jugs is gonna be disappointed. We chose you over beer.
I'm extremely disappointed.
She says, "Yeah, well, I'll make it up to you later."
Counting on it.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yes,
I
nothing
think
else
we should
happens
head
at the
out.
winery, so you guys are free to do what you will in terms of proceeding. If you're going to travel to Argynvostholt, then yeah,
Argynvostholt.
then there'd basically be doubling back on the Old Falch Road and then down the road to Argynvostholt into the mountains.
Yeah, so I think that's what we should do.
Okay, so that would, let's see, that's the same, pretty much, well, a little bit more of distance. This would be more of like a 4-hour walk, or a 4-hour
Okay.
ride, I should say, on horseback. Let me just make some checks here. Oh, interesting.
Oh man.
Let's see. Which one is it? You do have an encounter on the way. Oh. Okay, so as you're riding along, we'll say that you get to... where's the party token here? You'd be traveling along.
We're up by the tower still, yeah.
Actually, yeah, you'd be right about there. And as you're riding along, everyone should make a perception check. Or can.
I have never had a good perception check.
Me either.
Yeah, still not.
True to form. Okay. All right, Clytus, actually both Clytus and Adrin, you guys spot a bundle of something. Looks to be partially obscured by the underbrush.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's a bundle of something.
A bundle of joy.
Bundle of sticks?
Let's go look at the bundle.
It looks like it's actually a leather-wrapped bundle stuffed inside a hollow log,
All right.
kind of partially jutting out of the underbrush.
Poke it with a stick. Poke it with a stick.
I poke it with the tip of my axe. Does it
Okay.
move?
It does
Make
not.
a noise?
Nope. It is completely silent and motionless.
All right, I yank it out.
Okay. Yes, it is. Looks
And
like
then
a.
I touch the bag.
And then you grab the bundle.
Yes. In both cases, it is leather wrapped bundle. Yeah, it's basically a bundle that's of something wrapped in leather that you can unwrap if you wish.
All right, I unwrap it.
Okay.
There's a lot of thought that went into that one.
It was, yeah. There was a lot of.
I just feel it's leading up to a surprise.
Inside the wrapped leather is a bundle of common clothes, sized for a human adult.
All right.
They have kind of that drab Barovian style.
That's a random encounter, really?
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
Do we recognize anyone wearing these clothes at any
I
point?
pull you back and go, don't touch it, man! It's dangerous! They're booby trap!
You do not necessarily I mean, all Barovians dress kind of drab, like I said, and
Sure.
you do though.
Rings a bell or not?
No, none of the clothes stand out as being particularly identifiable of someone that you had seen, but you do find a single black raven feather on the ground nearby.
Okay.
I would say just put it back.
Sure. Do we have any parchment or anything?
Well, let's see. There's no real wizard spellcaster in the group. I guess it would be up to you if you guys had some in your inventory.
I do not.
Oh, I have
Maybe
a priest
maybe
craft.
that's
You had the deed to the windmill, but you burned it.
That was my bad, guys.
That was the only piece of paper in Barovia!
Hang on. I ask Esmeralda.
Actually, let me double check. No, well, she's a spellcaster, but she's more of like a sorceress type.
We have a spell book in party loot.
Well, if you got a spell book, you could rip out a piece.
And, well, we have 5 scrolls, which are notarized deeds from Strahd as well. Some books. We could take something.
Okay,
out
yeah,
of
between
there.
all of that, you definitely
Yeah.
can rip
Okay,
out a
can
piece
we
of
find a
paper.
blank page and rip out a piece of paper?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna write, hey, found your stuff. Thought we'd do you a solid. Just leaving it here. Nice feather.
Nice feather.
Oh, my.
Your friends from beyond the mist. And I wrap it up.
Nice feather. Okay. Oh, that was good. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to wrap it up nicely and neatly and kind of hide it back where it was. And
Yeah.
do you leave the feather where it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. That was your encounter. So yes, there's otherwise nothing else. Oh, I guess that was partially the way. And yep, nothing else happens for the rest of your trip. So you make it all the way to the area surrounding Argenvostholt.